Yo, what's going on? It is Monday, June 22nd, 10:55 a.m. Did not take any trades today, and I also want to talk about something at the end because of one of my last ideas for a trade. But yeah, nothing today. Definitely had a bunch. I had like three different limits set. None of them ever amounted to anything. So let's talk about what happened today. Um, Overnight we had like a 400 point Asia range. So where's like Asia starting? Like whatever. You could just see like big as shit. All right, cool. At open we leave this 930 high. We come down, we SMT at this low internally. There's an internal SMT right here. I don't know why it's not showing it. Oh, it's taking a minute to load, right? But we have this 1 minute gap down here. This 1 minute gap down here both get inverted, but we also have this 30-second gap, which is the one I wanted to take. And once that 30-second gap inverts on this next candle, I set my limit. But if we take a look, what happens? Runs without me. We tag that 5 minute, we start displacing lower. We leave this internal high right here. We leave this 30-second. We still had a couple decent draws on liquidity above in previous week high and all of that. Come down, we internal SMT. I think we even external SMT. Yep, more of an external SMT right there. And we start displacing up from here. Honestly, I wanted to see this 1 minute. Obviously, I wanted to see all of this get inverted. And then I was going to take this 30-second up here. Something like this. I was going to do something like this and kind of leave a runner till this like previous whatever buy side all the way up here. All right, go break even right here, take profit like at 1.5, then leave one more to run up here. But if we take a look right here, what happens? It never happens. Now what happens here is that we open up a 3 minute gap right here, which now I want to see that because this, this inverts, it fails. We open up this 3 minute gap below. I want to see something out of this 3 minute gap, and we open up a 1 minute from there. From there, we get the inversion, beautiful candle, but as you can see, I would have set my buy limit right here, right after this candle, because this candle closed 17 points. This candle also closed 20 points, right? So that's annoying. Takes my internal BE, but regardless, would have never came down to tag me in. Then from there, we still had this external buy side. So I'm not mad at it as a target. Would need to see a gap of some sort open up. If we take a look right here, show you. Previous week high. Had we swept it already right here? No, we hadn't. This is the previous week high, that buy side right there. Right, and again, another 3 minute opens up. I want to see this 3 minute hold. I want to see us react out of this 3 minute, take this 1 minute long, break even right here. Price just shits the bed. And then this, I didn't take anything in here. I wasn't even curious to take anything in here. This is my last trade that I had wanted to speak about and why I didn't take it and what it makes me think about now. So boom, we dump all the way down. We retrace all the way back up. Retrace into a 3 minute, barely get into that 3 minute. We had this 5 minute up here. We had this 1 minute right here as well. But you see we tag into 3 minute and immediately start displacing. Here's when I see this 30-second. And I'm like, cool, London low below, some equal lows below. I don't hate it. Why didn't I take this? One, ES had taken London low. That is the primary factor, but that's not the factor that I want to talk about most. What I want to talk about most is how this plays out. Look, boom, would have been stopped. Right to TP. It makes me really question, are my stops going to have to be like this? Are my stops going to have to be like this? Are my stops going to have to be like, it's like here, this had reasoning. The inversion, it's above the inversion. It's above another 30-second gap. That 30-second gap gets inverted, and SMT is what drives this lower. This is rare. It's rare that this SMT is what's going to drive it lower. Now, the main reason why I didn't take this trade is because we had SMT'd with my take profit, my draw on liquidity, my London low. So, yeah, it's just that, like how this is a common factor for me where it'll barely break me out and then sprint to my TP. Like my read is always good. It's just, do I have to run a bigger stop? Like what is it? Where is that last finagling part? It boils down to me just needing to take trades is one, being more loose. And then it boils down to this, figuring out how my stop loss placement needs to be, because it's like, why is this consistently happening? This is a reoccurring thing over and over and over again for me, and I don't need it to be. So that's really the questions that today brought up. It was a no news Monday, so I'm not too worried about not getting in on anything. As you can see, price did end up delivering to all of my, well, not all, but just these two where I did set the limit. This one was just finagling around. I like my reasoning here. I like that I'm being a little bit more risky, throwing more things onto the table, throwing more things to let me take entries. More reasoning behind my entries. Stop loss placements here. Let's talk about them. Under the gap completely. Yes. Right here would have been under the gap completely and under the bodies. Yes. Well, it was mostly just this wick. And then right here would have just been under the bodies, under the gap. Yes. Then right here was protected by a 30-second gap and the inversion, but it would have just gone fucked. So yeah, it just makes me question the stop loss placements. I think that's what it's boiling down to, and just actually acting upon and taking action. It's been a while now, and no success, but patience will pay off. So with that being said, we got 4 more days this week. Peace, love, positivity. Thank you for tuning in.